Guys, we are back. Good evening, good morning, or good afternoon. As always, it is so great to see you. And friends, welcome to Photography Talk episode number 60. Now this week on Photography Talk, we're going to discuss some exciting new gear, including a brand new limited edition Arca-Swiss plate from the Colorado Tripod Company and a AI-powered camera from Canon. But as usual, before we get into our headlines, I want to give you guys a big pat on the back for taking the time to watch this video. It really does mean a lot. And for all of you that have subscribed, hey, thank you very much. If you haven't yet subscribed, go ahead and do that now. With so much content in the works, I don't want you guys to miss out on any of our news, reviews, and how-to videos. Besides, you have to subscribe in order to win our monthly giveaways, so you might as well subscribe. There could be a hot new photography prize in it for you. Now, onto the headlines. Check out this new Arca plate from Colorado Tripod Company. Now, if you tune into this channel on a regular basis, you know I've reviewed quite a few things from the Colorado Tripod Company. They recently sent me this little guy here. It's a limited edition Arca plate for my R5 and of course R6. Now let me clarify before we go moving along here. This is not a paid endorsement. They simply sent this for me to play around with and for me to have. And I have to say, this plate is so stinking cool. For starters, it looks pretty badass. Now, I'm a sucker for red. Now, as you know, my Pro Media Gear tripod, it has a red anodized apex, and I have two limited edition red Architect GP ball heads. Heck, even on my Jeep, there's red accents all over the place. But guys, the good looks aren't the only reason why I like this plate. First off, the Colorado Tripod Company shaved the weight off this thing by incorporating voids into the plate. And yeah, I know what you're thinking. Okay, these plates don't weigh that much to begin with, but I appreciate their commitment to cutting down weight where they can. Second of which, there's a pin underneath the bottom of the plate here, and that prevents the plate from spinning on the bottom of your camera. Now, I know a lot of you experience the same problem with your plate spinning around. It happens so often with my other plates that I carry around actually, I'll show you here, my keys right here. I carry around a little tool on my keychain, so therefore, when I need to, well, I can tighten it as I need to keep it locked on. This pin that the Colorado Tripod Company put on their plate obviously solves this problem. But with this Arca plate, I don't have to worry about that problem thanks to that locking pin. So not only does this thing look awesome, but it has innovative features that makes it really functional. Now again, it's just an Arca plate, but little things like this, I like seeing innovation, and sometimes innovation comes in small packages, and frankly, I couldn't imagine an Arca plate being much better than the Fusion one, this one right here. I've been using this sucker for actually a couple years, 3 years now. I love these things because it has that little hook on the bottom that kind of tucks in there. Never thought the grass could be greener, but the grass is definitely, I point here because the plate is actually sitting underneath my R5, which of course we're using the R5 for B-roll right now. There's a limited run of 100 of these things being made, so check the link in the description if you want to head over to the Colorado Tripod Company to pick up one of these. Now, they make these plates for obviously the R5 and the R6. They have them for the Z6 and the Z7, and if you have a red Komodo, well, they got one there for you as well. And they come in red and black. And as I understand, there's 100 reds being made for the R5. There's 100 blacks being made for the R5, R6, and all the cameras. So each camera has 100 red and 100 black. Hopefully that makes sense. Moving on, the next MacBook Pro should have an SD reader. Now, those of you that missed having an SD reader on your MacBook will be happy to hear that the next generation MacBooks will once again have the SD reader built into it. Now, the SD reader will be incorporated in the MacBook 14-inch and the 16-inch models. Now, additionally, Apple is getting rid of the Touch Bar, which of course nobody liked, and they're incorporating MagSafe technology into the new laptops as well. Now remember that Apple is making their own chips now, so these MacBook Pros will have the M1 silicone that is going to give them some significant power boost. Now if you're an iMac user, there's also good news in it for you as well. The iMac is getting a total redesign. Now there's really no word yet on when the new iMacs are going to be released, but rumors are pointing to spring, which of course is right around the corner. Next, Canon's new AI-powered camera might be announced this week. Rumors indicate that Canon will launch a crowdfunding campaign for its new AI-powered camera sometime this week. Now the camera is called PowerShot Pick, and its AI features allow it to scan the area around for faces using its pan tilt head. Now if the camera detects changes in how the faces look, it's going to start taking photos. It will also take video. Now the photos and video can then be viewed and shared via a smartphone app. Now this is not a traditional camera by any stretch of the means. You might set it into the kitchen counter to take photos of family when visited. Now the market photos also show that this thing can be used handheld, or as with a handheld grip rather. Now apparently Canon is going to move ahead with more concept cameras like this and focus less on fixed lens cameras. Now whether the buying public thinks this is a good idea or not, well, remains to be seen. Those are the biggest headlines from last week. Now let's take a look at our current giveaway. Here are the prizes that you might win: a ViewSonic 38-inch VP3881 curved monitor, a Peak Design 30L everyday backpack, a f-stop Diode 20 backpack. Now as always, entering the giveaway is really simple. Step 1, like this video and subscribe to our channel. Step 2, leave a comment below. In fact, the more of our videos that you watch and leave a comment on, the more chances that you have to win. So get watching some of our other videos and leave some comments. Step 3, register on PhotographyTalk and introduce yourself in the forum. Now, if you introduce yourself or registered on the site and introduce yourself during one of the last giveaways, you're still eligible to win. But friend, as I keep saying, swing on by and say hello. We would love to see you. That is it. For complete details on the giveaway, including how to register on PhotographyTalk and how to introduce yourself in the forum, check out the links below. Good luck. All right, guys, PhotographyTalk episode 60 is done. Now it's that time of the video where I'm going to ask you to do all that YouTube stuff. So if you found some value, if you like this video, by all means, hit that like button down below. And if you're currently not subscribed to the channel, we would love to have you part of the family. So I hope you consider hitting the subscribe button. And while you're at it, kick that bell so therefore you're notified each time when we come up with these new videos. Friends, I'm going to go heading out. Actually, I'm going to head to the gym a little early here today. So you get out there, enjoy your evening, and create your best shot.